The United Way, along with nonprofit community leaders and elected officials, unveiled their latest policy agenda for next year. The organization released a new report that reveals nearly 40% of the state's total households fell below the threshold at which they can afford essentials in 2022. News 8's Brittany Taylor has more.
These basic human necessities are highly unaffordable.
Jacqueline Torres is a single mother to a 2-year-old son. She has 2 jobs and is in school full-time, and she says she's struggling to make ends meet.
Sometimes there's not enough money to buy food or to pay my bills.
Marielle Smith and her husband are bringing in 2 incomes into the family. They want to buy a house to have more space for their children, but they can't afford it.
It's frustrating. We work very hard and still coming up short at the end of each month. It just feels sometimes like our goals are unattainable.
Smith and Torres are one of several Alice families, asset limited, income constrained, and employed. They joined state politicians, the United Way, and child care providers Tuesday to unveil their 2025 policy agenda, which includes getting families a state child tax credit.
According to the United Way, Connecticut is the only state in the country that taxes a family's income but does not provide tax relief to offset the high cost of raising children.
Advocates are hoping to get the matter addressed in the legislative session. They're pushing for a state credit of $600 per child. The United Way says some families already receive a federal child tax credit of $1,000 per child, but many say it's not enough.
The quickest way to make a difference of the bottom line for families is to make sure they have that money back in their pockets to spend on what they need to do.
State Republicans tell News 8 they are also working to relieve those financial burdens for families, proposing a $2,000 tax deduction last year. In Hartford, Brittany Taylor, News 8.